with me, Chef Dulcie, and with me today I've got Pastor Elizabeth Chinouriri Ankoma. So, yes. Pastor Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm fine.
It's so good to have you.
Thank you very much.
It's so good to have you because what we're trying to do here is to ensure that Vanarukumba can actually have restaurant quality meals in the comfort of their own homes.
Good.
Because people think cooking, you know, that my expensive ingredients, you know, that but we're just trying to show you that you can have basic ingredients, you know, 1 or 2. Just cook them properly and you have restaurant quality.
Wow. This is a fantastic program, Dulcie.
Thank you, Pastor.
I'm in.
So today I'll be asking you to help me cook, eh?
Yes.
And we want to know about your life as we are cooking. But first of all, I want to introduce what we are making to the viewers. I've got a beautiful liver here.
Yes.
So you can see it's really bright.
Yes.
That's when you know your liver is nice and fresh. I've got a herb. You know, think it's where you get your thickeners, where you get your sauces in the supermarkets. This is just thyme. And you can grow it in your own garden.
Wow.
Then we will make such a fushpa.
Okay.
So this is a good substitute for the spice. So it's
right.
thyme. And because we are making a liver, and liver is a very tender piece of meat, you need a bit of flour. So that it does not absorb too much oil when you're making it.
Right.
And I need it so a bit of flour will just help it to cook
soft.
Nicely and soft.
Yes.
And then here I've got some salt. Definitely we always season our food.
Yes.
Salt and pepper, because food I think is now seasoned, just like you are a musician, you know that your food, your music has to be seasoned.
Spice it up.
Spice. So after that we'll make a custard, a lemon custard, and then for our starter we'll have a coated peanuts,
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
But we're taking it to the whole new level. Alright, so to start this off, Pastor, I need some hot water. You've got some hot water next to you here. Just put it in this bowl. So a lot of people are always saying that liver becomes very hard when you cook it. It's because it's got some skin here that toughens it up. So the best way is to dip it in some hot water first. And then to those that say like liver has got a foul smell, what, you can actually put vinegar in this water.
Okay.
So that it makes it nice and it has a nice aroma. Now, when you put it in hot water, now this skin now shows.
That's good.
Because when it's like this, you cannot see the skin. But when you put it in hot water, the skin shows, and then you can take it out with a knife. So I'm putting this in water again, and then I take a very sharp knife, put it under the liver here, and remove this. This is what makes our liver very, very tough, eh? So if I do this, I'm removing it. And then again, you just check for all the edges that have got this skin, that whitish skin. You leave it on there, your liver will be just tough. Not just liver, and liver can often smooth. So, even the sekurus and the gogos that don't have teeth, they should eat this nyama because this is the most tender meat.
Wow.
Even a baby without teeth can actually have a nice liver, and it's very high in iron, which makes it very good for people who are pregnant. Now that is done, I'm going to ask you to cut this up into nice strips. Just some nice strips like that. Not too small.
Okay.
Just something like that.
Thank you.
Now that we've removed the skin on our liver, it's now nice and beautiful. You can actually cut it open. You see how tender it is. But if you keep on this, try to break this. The skin is very tough. And you found it very tough. It was just because of that simple reason.
Dulcie, I've learned something special.
Very, very soft.
That's a wonderful thing.
Thank you so much. And I know that you're into music.
Yes.
Right, so now we're adding a bit of flour. So the flour, in a way, your liver is absorb a lot of oil when you're cooking it. And then some salt, definitely some salt. So if you're cooking for people, please be watchful of your salt. It's not very healthy. So just a bit of salt. And then remember, I've got some thyme. This is a herb that you can grow and find in the supermarkets as well. And then I just need you to just mix it up. Right, and while you're just mixing that up, just tell me about your music. What sort of music do you do?
I sing gospel music.
Wow.
And I started singing in 1995.
95?
And to date, I've recorded 7 albums.
Wow.
Yes. I love the song of the Lord. Most of my songs, I get them through dreams.
Okay.
So I don't struggle to compose.
Wow.
Yes.
So, like a mixture like this, how do you come up with your music? Because when I come up with recipes, I try to look for things that blend well together. Like I know that thyme is a herb and it's fragrant, and then liver's got a smell that sometimes you just want to kill. So you just try to blend those two together.
Yes.
How do you blend your music? Could you come up with music?
So
I just put this in the pan.
What happens with my music, Dulcie, is that once I get music, I then get some people who can help me put some instruments, the bass, the lead, the saxophone, the drums, all together. Then we
mix it up like this.
Mix it up, and then we come up with a good music.
So we now just need to put this in here in hot oil. Okay, so you put a sizzle. It's now hot enough. Now liver just needs about 3 or 4 minutes on each side.
Alright.
It doesn't need to stay too long, because they can stay too long. You pay it's tough enough again. But so tell me, how did you start to be a pastor? How did that come about?
In 2004, my husband died.
Oh wow.
And when he died, I became a widow and I was a mother of 3 boys. And I'm still a mother of 3 boys.
Yeah.
So when that happened, then I went through a lot of troubles that come by widowhood. And during that time, then I heard a voice that told me that God has called me to minister to widows. Because God does
in the same situation as you are.
Without a process.
Somebody told me that sometimes God has to give you the grace to minister to others even when you're going through your own pain.
It's so true.
After he had lost Lazarus, he crossed over to the other side and people still came to him. So sometimes you need the grace to just minister to others in your own pain.
In your own pain.
Wow. Yes. So, well, we're just, I need to know more about that, but I just want to introduce something. In here, I've got a pot, half a pot of oil, a small pot of oil.
Yes.
I've got an egg. I've got some flour in here.
Okay.
So I need to put some salt.
Also.
In my flour, just a little bit in the flour, a little bit in the egg.
Okay.
To just season my flour and egg. And remember here we've got some liver that's got some flour and a bit of thyme and it's cooking off nicely. And I've got some nzungu. Normal nzungu. I'm not anything fancy about it.
Okay.
So you want to dip these in egg. Taisa in egg, we're going to dip it in flour, repeat the same process to Zaisa in our pot of oil.
Okay.
Right, so when we're doing this, I want you to just tell us more about that process that you just had the call to minister to others. Yeah.
So then God called me out to minister to widows and minister to orphans. And there is no ministry that stands without a sacrifice. So at that particular time, we owned the house in Marlborough. We sold it. And we started the ministry.
But you had 3 boys.
I had 3 boys.
Did you know what you were going to do with the boys or what was going on?
That is what we always think about, but God will be having another plan.
Wow.
There is a plan that God has.
Always.
He always restores whatever you seed and He gives you double.
Wow.
And today I can actually testify and say God gave me double for what I lost.
Wow.
Because giving is not losing.
It's not losing.
Giving is multiplying. Yes.
So you then went on to minister?
And I went on to minister and then I discovered that there are a lot of
now into some
reproaches
flour
that come with being just a widow.
reproach meaning kutuka kusagamuchirwa
kuzvidzwa kana kuda kushandisika zviri nyore kana kuda kubatirirwa ingava nhaka kana zvese izvo zvaunobva watanga kusangana namatambudziko akadaro
because you're a widow.
just because you're a widow. So we started now ministering to them, giving them hope that even in this distress that you are in as a widow or as a single mother, there is still hope at the end of the tunnel.
Definitely.
Darkness is not bad, it's a place of processing, but you come out as pure as gold.
And you did come out as pure as gold.
Exactly.
Because I know that you then got remarried. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Mr.
Ankoma. Yes.
Shout out to you.
Yes. He's such a gentleman.
So God remembered you in that and gave you a gentleman.
And gave me a gentleman.
Whoa.
I always tell people, Dulcie, that second marriage is not easy. Second marriage takes a strategy. There are strategies that you have to do. Number one, you have to develop a good heart.
Wow.
So by
I hope you had that.
to those widows, you are developing a good heart. By caring for your community, cleaning your environment, you are actually creating a good heart.
Wow.
So once you create a good heart like that, it becomes an attraction. Or a perfume.
For God's blessing to you.
Or a perfume that comes on you, Dulcie. People start looking at you, even though you might not be that beautiful. But because you've got a beautiful heart,
it starts to show.
that then becomes like an aroma around you.
So these are our nuts. I just put some flour and I just put some eggs. And now I'm just removing them from the flour. You can use a sieve, but I'm actually using my hands to just remove the extra flour. So my oil is ready and the liver is looking yum. It's looking good. So I just need maybe 2 more or 3 more minutes on the liver and then we take it out. It's looking very delicious. And then in here, our oil here heater up. So I'm adding in my oil. My nzungu into the hot oil. So I'm going to deep fat fryer the nzungu. The same way you do chips, you know, the way you do my fried chips is what we are just doing with this nzungu. And then just turning it. So you were telling me about the grace that you found when you were ministering to others. Tell me, you're telling me that for a second marriage, it just does not come that easy. Tell us about that.
So I was saying second marriage is very beautiful. Number one, there are things that you have to do. There are formulas or procedures that you have to do for you to connect it to your next Boaz. Boaz is a well-prepared man that is ready to look after you, to spoil you. Yes, so he's a man that has been trained by his past. So your past combined with his past produces a perfect marriage.
He is a man who has been prepared.
Who has been prepared. So he's not like coming from the
He's not a boy.
He's not a boy. So he knows how to treat a woman. He knows he can actually look
all
at
my single ladies.
Yes.
Listen to this advice.
So he observes you. He observes how you look after others. He observes how you look after the community. He observes. So he says, this woman, I can't just live here in the community. She has to be my own. So that's how then you attract your Boaz by being good.
I hope you're listening to this one. So we're not just giving you tips on how to cook, but tips on how to get that perfect Boaz for all the divorced, all the widowed. There's a Boaz for you out there. But Hans formula. So the formula is just like what we're doing right here. We've got our liver. We put some flour and a bit of salt. And then we also added in some thyme to just give it some flavor. And then here in our nzungu, tangopota nzungu with an egg and flour. So now it's actually turning nice and golden. I just need this to turn nice and golden. This is already done. So you can take a paper towel if you've got one and then just remove it. If you don't have a paper towel, unongoi some plate so. And then transfer it to another plate a little bit later on. Because now the oil ringi abuda.
Nice tips.
Beautiful tips. And the good thing I want to show you is how soft it is. You can see this is a plastic item. I can use a plastic item to actually cut my liver. That's how soft it is. Yeah? Why wanna go to liver? You know, it has to be. And this is why we are right here for you on the menu. Right, so we'll be right back to show you how to make the dessert. So you're watching the menu with me, Chef Dulcie, and I've got Miss Elizabeth Ankoma. Yes, so she's a musician, she's a mom, she's waiting to be a grandmother. Can you believe it?
Yes,
Huh? She's also a businesswoman because she's into sewing. And for her today, we've made some thyme liver that has been flavored with some thyme that we're just going to drizzle a bit of lemon at the end when we're serving. And then in here I've got some nzungu, just normal nzungu, that we put in some egg and in some flour, and then now we're just making it cook. It's now turning nice and golden. This is what we're looking for. This is a beautiful snack. It can be used as a starter. So now it's becoming golden. So we're waiting for it to become golden. We're going to be making a custard, a lemon custard. Right, so in here I've got some milk. To that milk, I want to grate some lemon, half a lemon rind. Okay. Because remember, we're doing a lemon dessert. It has to taste lemon.
Wow.
You know, one thing when you tell people that I'm going to make you a curry, the food has to be tasting curry. If you say lemon, the food has to be tasting lemon. Wow. Otherwise, if you go there and somebody says, I'm making a curry for you, what do I want to do? We should that curry also. Soup.
Yes, it's not
So this is half a lemon. So if you like a lot of lemon, you can actually put a full lemon. Yeah. So to this, we're just going to let it boil. I'll take out all this yumminess in here, put it in there. Right. Then I'm going to reserve this lemon. Then put in just a pinch of turmeric. It's a spice. Huh? Just a small pinch. We just want that beautiful color. So it's about to boil. You can actually see it, that it's boiling around the edges. So we've got an egg here. We've got 2 eggs, full eggs. I'll add some corn flour. This is a custard. Huh?
Wow.
So kanaone mazai uchitengeta hukupamba. This is something that you can actually do. 2 eggs, some sugar. This is about 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'll put about 1. Okay. Are you a sugary person?
No, I'm not.
Even my name is Dulcie. It means sweet, so I like sugar.
So we have 2 opposites.
So I'm not going to add a lot because today I'm making it for my special guest.
Thank you very much.
So she's also into tailoring. You also do a lot of tailoring.
I do African clothes, African shirts,
African attires
for weddings, for normal days, for work.
Wow.
So that's what I do.
Yeah. So I've got some sugar in here. I've got some eggs. I've got some cornstarch. If you don't have cornstarch, you can actually use some plain flour or cake flour.
Wow.
So this goes aside. I'll now use a whisk. Remember this milk was boiling. So takaisa direct into our eggs. Unopensira wane scrambled eggs. Isusu we want a custard.
Okay.
So the trick is to pour it in bit by bit. In a stream. Oopsie, sort of spilling. No, I come kitchen. Don't be afraid to make mistakes when you're in the kitchen.
Yes.
Have fun. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm just mixing that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not making a scrambled egg.
Using the powder, the custard powder.
Yes, make a natural.
Wow.
Huh? So I can put this back on the stove now, the excess milk, and then I take this mixture and put it in. Now you don't need to take your eyes off this thing, otherwise you'll not want scrambled eggs. Not about to whisk up until it becomes a beautiful thick custard. So it will take about 3 to 4 minutes. So I've got a custard that we've just made. This is just flour, a bit of flour, tablespoon. And then we've got 2 eggs, and then about 2 cups of milk,
Yes.
and then lemon rind, half a lemon rind.
Wow.
Yeah. So now I've got a sieve. I wanted to just put it over this because umune ma lemon rinds makanda e lemon. So we want to just remove my lumps ne makanda ese by just sieving our beautiful custard. As you can see, it now looks like a yabuda mshope.
Exactly.
And then
Yummy,
people say
yummy.
why could do this when you can make it in the comfort of your own home?
Zvakanaka zvinodzidzwa.
That's a beautiful custard.
Yes.
As you can see, the color is beautiful. It just looks like
Beautiful
an
color.
original custard.
Yes.
Everything about a custard. But the good thing is you can actually flavor it the way you want. Huh? So now I'm just going to sieve it so that I remove makanda e lemon ayaya. And then at the same time, right? So if you want, you can actually then add a bit of lemon juice while you're just doing this. But for me, I think the lemon is just enough. But if you're a lemony person, and lemon, that will just work well for you. So makanda ese lemon anosarom. So for somebody who was saying, sa makanda ondozumajika, say it stays in your sieve. And then all the beautiful golden deliciousness gets into a beautiful bowl, ready to rest, and then you have a beautiful dessert.
Wow.
So the good thing now is you can have your custard either pizza or it's all up to you. But this is the way we make it right here on the menu. So Miss Elizabeth,
Yes.
tell us what is in the future for you, for your music? What do you intend to do?
I really desire to do musical shows and to impact people with my music.
Yes.
Because like I told you,
Can I have that
I
as
don't
well?
compose music, I receive music from God.
Wow.
So I'm always praying for a platform where I will be able to minister to others and share the good music that God has given me.
Wow. So now I'm just taking a bit of lemon and then just drizzling over.
Of it.
Yeah. Then if you want again in here, just a little bit of lemon. So this is our meal.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So we've got some coated peanuts, and then we've got some nice juicy liver, and then in here we've got a lemon custard, and it's looking beautiful.
Beautiful.
It came from
originally
scratch.
made.
Originally
Beautiful.
made. So you can actually make this rest. You also cooler down in the fridge or something. Wakango cover the cling wrap or plastic and it. Yep.
Okay.
So I need you to now taste. Go for it.
Thank you very much. So I'll start tasting the liver.
All right.
It's beautifully garnished.
Beautifully
And
garnished.
to some ladies out there, if you don't garnish your marriage, it will not be tasty.
If you don't garnish your marriage. Marriage, you don't garnish you want. I think I'll go in for some.
Juicy.
It's so juicy.
Quite juicy.
I want to taste some nuts. It's got a crunch. You can actually add in some more salt if you need. It's beautiful. And then the custard. You can go for the custard. Can you taste the lemon?
Wow. Wow.
Let me just get in there.
The food is really, really tasty.
Wow. So if you're not a lemon person, you can actually just do the custard without putting in the lemon.
All right.
And it will be nice and perfect.
Maybe some cinnamon.
Some cinnamon in there. You can put some strawberries. You can put some raspberries.
Wow.
You can actually put any fruit that you like, even bananas, and it will be perfect.
Thank you.
But before you go, we really need you to sing something for us because you're a musician, you're a pastor,
Thank you
and we are very
very much.
grateful to have you on the show.
Thank
So as
you.
we are going out, Pastor Elizabeth Ankomo.
Jehovah munea neupenyu wangu Mwari baba muneche kuita neupenyu wangu Jehovah muneanya neupenyu wangu can go on and go on and go on.
It was a pleasure to have you, Pastor.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you, and
Thank
definitely
you.
the Lord has got something to do with each and every one of your lives. Until the next episode of The Menu, thank you so much.